this is it. The very last event on the penultimate night. Cracking race in the men's 4. Who takes the honours in the women's? Maybe the favourites, Martin in 8, Kuss in 5 and Henrich in 4. Let's see. Joanna Martin, the blue bib indicates she's the fastest in Europe this year, 51.55. That was in the European Team Champs, finishing behind a certain Femke Bol. Lena Al-Saidi, PB on the 1st of August. Could she duck inside 53 seconds tonight? Victoria Kwarteng, 4th, just off the podium last year. A PB in qualification. She won her semi-final, and very, very impressively. She's a great athlete. So too is Anastasia Kuss, gold medalist last year. Also on the podium in the World Juniors in the relay. Charlotte Henrich, one of the favourites. She got a gold medal in the European Under-18 back in 22. She's taken a 2.5 seconds off her PB this year. She's never been running better. Borghild Holstad, National Championship silver the last 2 years. Could she trouble that PB of 53.6? Lenka Gomurska, European Youth Olympic Festival silver in 22, made the final last year in Banska Bystrica. And Romain Trinquant, national indoor champion this year. She will need the race of her life. She's being roared on by some passionate French in the crowd. Trinquant, France in 1, Gomurska, Slovakia in 2, Holstad, Norway 3, Henrich, Great Britain in 4. Maybe the marginal favourite, although Martin on the outside has run well. Kuss as well, the champion last year in Slovakia in 5. Kwarteng, so impressive, winning her semi-final in a PB in 6, and Al-Saidi of Norway in 7. Whose nerve will hold, and who'll have the stamina down the last 50? The final of the women's 400 metres. Well, what a fascinating final we have here in Finland on this Saturday night, partly because the quickest woman in Europe in this age group is right on the outside, so she has no idea what's going on her inside. Martin going well, but they're all waiting for their moment to strike. Henrich running well round that bend. She's got the Frenchwoman Kwarteng in her sights. Martin leading at the moment, but look at Kuss as well. Henrich, Kuss and Martin, the 3 favourites side by side. The whole stand is on their feet. We can hardly see here. Henrich's coming away. Henrich's going to take it. Silver for Martin, and I think Kuss just hung on for the bronze. 51.68. That is a new lifetime best for Charlotte Henrich. Wow, she needed absolutely everything there. Martin had gone out so hard. Kuss was putting the Briton under pressure, and she's on the podium again after her European Under-18 win last year. Kwarteng misses out on the podium, but ends up with a national Under-20 record. Henrich has run so well tonight. That's a massive PB and a huge scalp to beat the fastest in the age group this year. Kwarteng is heartbroken. She ran so well with 52.26, but that was a final of the highest possible quality. The 3 big contenders were right there with 100 to go, and Henrich has seized her opportunity.
Well, what a way to bring the curtain down on this 3rd day at these European Athletics Under-20 Championships. What a finale. Henrich, the girl from Canterbury in the southeast of England, absolutely flying around the track. And what I really liked about Henrich's run, not just the fact that she came home and took around 0.2 of a second off her personal best with that fantastic time of 51.68. It was a controlled performance. It was a mature performance. Kwarteng absolutely blasted the first 100. Then Martin came through and was really pressuring Henrich. Henrich was up there. Martin started to tire coming into the home straight, hung on for silver as Kuss came from a long way back to take bronze. But Henrich never panicked. She knew what was going on all the time, and it was an absolutely fantastic, if you really like, tactical performance.
I thought it would be fascinating. In a way, Martin had no choice but to run like that because she was on the outside and couldn't see anything. This was the moment I thought perhaps Martin might come back at Henrich, but she was just too strong in the closing stages. Kvarteng was finishing really quickly, which is why I think she's so disappointed. 3 more strides and she'd have had the bronze. But she does have a wonderful PB and a national under-20 record. Great running by the first 4.
Indeed, and I do wonder, I was watching the first 100 around the first bend, and Kvarteng absolutely flew out of her blocks. I'm pretty sure she was the fastest over the first 100 by a very large margin, perhaps a little bit too quick, you might say. Kuss started to tire really badly in the last 50 metres. I thought Martin was going to have to settle for the bronze, but she managed to dig deep and grab the silver. There we look here, Henrich. Well, we've seen that face in the semi-finals. She looks as though she's almost smiling. I'm sure she's not. She's working so very, very hard because she's running faster than she ever has done before. Kuss at this stage is right up on her shoulder, and then as the rest tire, Henrich pulls away and grabs the gold for Great Britain. And that keeps Great Britain on top of the medal table at the end of the 3rd day. Plenty more medals to come on the final day. What a way to bring the curtain down. Oh, she's just been running so well. She was the favourite from the outset. Not quite as quick on paper in terms of seasonal bests as Joanna Martin, but from the heat, she really did look as though she was the gold medal favourite.
Great race and a great end to a wonderful night of athletics in Finland. Henrich is the European Under-20 champion. Martin, the fastest coming into this race, silver, and Kuss just about hanging on for the podium. Kvarteng not finishing in the top 3, but does go home with a national record.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Fitzgerald, and you need to go and sign up to European Athletics U20.